Well, first of all, if you want to be a film director or any sort of an artist, you have to do it. You have to be practical and don't just dream about it, but you have to dream about it too. And you've got to try and say what you want to say. You know, try and express what you really want to express. By which I mean, don't think, oh well, I'm going to tell this story because it's commercial or because it's the fashion or something. You've got to tell stories and make films that come out of what you really care about, what you really want to say. And all I would say, if you said to me, just are there 2 words of advice, they would be never compromise. Do what you really want to do. Fight for it. I don't know about a role model. I don't think I could say I have a role model as such. That would be too specific. But a whole bunch of filmmakers were an inspiration, if not an actual influence, certainly in my formative early times. When I was just starting to do it, the Nouvelle Vague was very important. Vaidar was important. The Italian neorealists, you know, De Sica and everybody. Satyajit Ray, the Indian filmmaker from Bengal. Ozu was important, very important. I mean, you may feel some similarity between my films and Ozu. The Russian cinema, the Swedish cinema, and some things that are happening in America, you know. Cassavetes was doing interesting things that helped me to get the idea of what I might do, and you know, films like On the Waterfront and those kind of movies were, you know, pretty inspiring. But I couldn't really say I've got an actual single role model. I haven't got. I don't think I've had too many role models in my life, really. In fact, I don't think I've had any role models at all. It's very difficult because they are variously important in different ways. Meantime, I film Meantime, are you familiar with that film? About the unemployed kids is very important to me. Vera Drake is very important to me because I feel we dealt with something very important, you know, this whole question of abortion and freedom and the need and the necessity and the tragedy of the thing. You know, it's a very difficult question because they're very personal, these films, and they're like children. I mean, I have 2 sons. If you say, well, which one do you prefer? I mean, the answer is, excuse me, neither of them. I really don't, you know. I love them both. They're both great guys, you know. And I sort of feel that about the films, really. There are 1 or 2 that I feel less passionate about, but really, because they're all made at different times and they're all about different things and so on. So there are plots, there's always a plot of some kind, i.e. what happens is a plot. But I have made some films, Vera Drake is one, Secrets and Lies is one, where there is a definite suspense. But that's of secondary, you're saying, and I agree, it's of secondary importance. What's important is the accumulation of moments of truth, of moments that happen between people, that build up into a whole sense of the world and that become in some way a kind of metaphor for living, you know.